Friends, it's Lindsay here. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are off to Prague. It's exciting. Technically today I'm actually off to Luton and then very early tomorrow morning off to Prague. I'm going with my friend Naomi, who you would have seen in my Cardiff vlog, and when we went to Brighton in December. It's going to be so much fun. We have so much planned. I'm going to try and film as much as possible, but I also just want to relax and have a chill time with my friend because the past few months have been a lot. So I'm just looking forward to a nice little break. So yeah, I'm going to try to film as much as possible for you. So here we are, up bright and early before the sun barely came up, ready to catch our Wizz Air flight to Prague. It was the first time I've ever actually been on a Wizz Air flight, and it wasn't too bad. We also treated ourselves and got to sit in the front row, which I have never done on a plane before, and honestly it was a revelation. We got off the plane so quickly and through passport control so quickly, it was great. And then when we arrived in Prague, we caught the bus and then the tram into the city. We actually got a 72-hour travel pass on the PID app, P-I-D. It was really cheap actually, and it meant that we could go on the buses, the trams, the trains, the boats, and even the Funicular as well. First stop was obviously breakfast. There's going to be lots of names of places I cannot pronounce in this vlog, so I will pop them on the screen, and the name of this restaurant is one of them. We just found it on TripAdvisor, and honestly it was so good. I think Naomi said that this was the best breakfast she had ever had. And then we decided to head up to the big park and take a ride on the funicular. Now I have actually speeded this up by 3, it didn't actually move this fast. Then we had a little wander around the park and then decided that we were going to climb Petrin Tower here. Got to be honest with you, climbing this tower was pretty terrifying. I think I nearly had a heart attack because I'm so out of breath, and Naomi nearly had a panic attack, and the views were amazing, but yeah, it was definitely the wrong decision as well to decide to climb up this tower all the way to the top on our first day, because let me tell you, our legs absolutely killed for the rest of the time we were there. This is the view from the highest observation deck. We were very proud of ourselves for walking up here. And then this is the view from the lower observation deck. Absolutely stunning views across the city. Now this is quite fun. This is the Narrowest Street. So you have to press a button to let you know when you can actually walk down this street because it is just ridiculously narrow. After walking around in the heat all day, we decided it was time for a cocktail. So we went to this place, Kellyxiz is how I want to pronounce it. And this drink here, the Breath of Umberos, is the drink that Naomi ordered. And we actually got to see them making it, and it was very cool. Oh yeah. You wanted flame?
Oh, wow.
You wanted flame?
Yeah.
And smoke? Cool. I even ordered a glass of lemonade and it came bubbling and smoking as well. And then we decided to walk up to Prague Castle and St. Vitus, I think is how it's pronounced, Cathedral, and just have a wander around the grounds. And then it was time for some Mr. Dicks. Yep.
And some marshmallows.
I think you need to see the doctor.
And I have a quest for you. If you lick top of the penis, I will give you happy ending.
Just one. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's make her ginger.
Yep, like me.
Yeah. It's yours.
I was gonna say it's yours.
And let's make her a little bit hairy. Just a little bit. And if you lick her,
Oh my god, I have to lick my own.
Yeah, you want that pussy, right? So, like this.
Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, amazing. After we enjoyed our dick and vagina waffles, we headed to the Nightmare Horror Bar. After that, we decided to actually head to our hotel and actually check it out. We ended up going the long way round, basically because the hotel we were staying at had a tram line right on the street, right outside, but unfortunately it was closed due to roadworks when we were actually staying there. So it took us a while to figure out how to get from the opposite side of the river to where we were staying, but it was nice because we got to see bits of Prague we wouldn't normally see, and that wonderful rainbow there as well. And here's our hotel room. We ended up just chilling out here for a couple of hours and then deciding that we were both absolutely knackered, having two very early starts in a row. So we ended up just heading down the street to a kebab shop and having a kebab and watching a little bit of TV and getting an early night, just so we were prepared for the next day for even more exploring. And this is our lovely continental breakfast that we had at the hotel. And then the first stop on this day was to go to the Museum of Communism. And this is Kafka's head statue. On this day, we didn't actually catch it when it was moving. That was always on the hour, every hour. But the following day, we happened to be walking past and managed to see it when it's moving. On this day, we did actually have an underground and dungeon tour arranged, and the meeting place was near the Old Town Square, so we decided to have a little wander around there and sat and had a beer as well and just watched all the many, many, many tourists go by. And this is us on our walking tour of the underground and some dungeons. It's actually really fascinating. So this underground room that I'm in now, what is now used as a basement, used to actually be the ground floor, like street level. But because Prague kept flooding, they just decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to raise the city. So they raised all of the streets, and that's why there's so many underground basements and passages and that sort of thing underneath Prague. And here we are, just walking up Wenceslas Square. We had decided we were a little bit peckish, but we had plans for dinner later on, so we only wanted something a little bit small. So of course we headed to McDonald's. Now, the only thing that Naomi wanted to do while we were in Prague is to go and ride in a Paternoster lift. She scoured forums, like the whole of the internet. She scoured it to try to find one that we could go to, and there's one in like the town hall and places like that, but they were all closed over the summer because of tourists. And then she found one that was apparently meant to be in this place, in Novak House, which is an Art Nouveau shopping centre. It's an absolutely stunning place. And we did actually manage to find the Paternoster lift, and you'll see in a moment we were both very happy and very excited about it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I am so happy for you. Like a lot faster than I thought. I'm assuming you're going to come back down.
You don't mean it.
I'm scared. Okay, fine. Okay.
Ready.
Literally terrified.
I'm quite scared too.
We're getting out on the next floor, right?
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
You ready?
Oh god. Yes. Yep.
Get this?
Yep.
Wow.
And then of course we had to go for a drink in an Irish bar that we found. And then it was time for the train restaurant. Hey guys, it's Editing Lindsay here. Sorry, I just needed to jump in for a second with a few comments about this train restaurant. So Naomi and I were both super excited to go to this place, like so excited, because who wouldn't be if food's getting delivered by trains? We did read some TripAdvisor reviews that said that the service was quite bad. We chose not to believe them because obviously, you know, you shouldn't always believe TripAdvisor reviews. But I have to say, the service we received was not good. We have both worked in hospitality before. Like, I've basically worked in hospitality and customer service my entire life. And to say that the service you receive in this place is minimal anyway, all the servers have to do is take your order and pay, because your food is delivered by train. So the issues that we had was I wanted to have the cocktail flight, the cocktail train. So you got 4 different cocktails. One of them had grapefruit juice in it, and I can't have grapefruit juice because of the medication that I'm on. So we asked the server, is there any chance for us to swap out one of the cocktails just for another one, you know, to get 2 of the same of a different one? Yeah. And the waitress just said no. No apology, no explanation, just no. Okay, so I ordered it anyway, and I just didn't drink that one. We were sat, if you can see from the video, literally right in front of the bar. We could see them making all the drinks. This wasn't some special mixologist making these drinks. It all came pre-made, so they could have very easily swapped it over. And if she had just given some sort of apology about it, I think it would have sat better with us. But yeah, she didn't. So that was strike 1. Strike 2 was the fact that, again, we were sat right in front of where they were making the drinks. There was one server behind there who looked hungover as fuck. Now, again, I have worked in hospitality a lot, and I know the sort of lifestyle a lot of people in hospitality lead. And yeah, she looked hungover as fuck. She was like down on the floor, hands in her head. Again, absolutely fine. You can be hungover at work. I've done it many a time. Absolutely fine. What was unprofessional was that she was also chugging beer behind there as well. Not good. And then the third strike came when we wanted to pay the bill. So we wanted to split the bill. We weren't bothered about doing it itemised or anything like that. Split it straight in half and we'll sort out the difference later. No. We were just told no. Again, no apology, no sorry, we can't do that, sorry, the system does this, does that, blah, 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 blah. Just straight no. She was miserable. If she had seemed sorry about it, if she was apologetic about it in any way, we would have been absolutely fine. But she wasn't. She was just, yeah, it wasn't good service. The food also, it was all right. It was overpriced for what you get. So I just wanted to make you kind of aware. Am I glad that we went there? Yes, it was a fun, novel experience to have. Would I ever go again? No, I don't think so. And to say that everywhere else, literally everywhere else we went in Prague, the service was amazing. The people were amazing. This restaurant and the service we received was the only downside to the whole time we were there. But yeah, just wanted to let you know. After the train restaurant, we decided to head to a bar called Ideas Are Bulletproof and, as you can see, play some little games. Now, this bar actually has like a hidden speakeasy style bar underneath it called Anonymous Shrink's Office, and we did actually have a booking to go in there. We were early, hence why we had a drink upstairs. And yeah, this bar was so cool. You don't get given a menu or anything like that. You basically just get given Rorschach tests, so ink blot tests. I think there was about 12 of them maybe. Well, here we are scrolling through them. You just pick one. It has a tiny little hint on the opposite side about what it could be, you know, like floral, fruity, long, short, smoky, that sort of thing. But yeah, you just pick which one appeals to you and you get your drink made for you. So this is mine. And there's Naomi's. After that, again, we were just knackered, so we headed back to the hotel to get another good night's sleep for us to be up bright and early yet again on our last full day in Prague. And on this day, we decided to head south along the river because we were going to visit the St. Peter's and Paul's Basilica. And you're about to see Naomi's face when she realises that we're going to have to walk up many more stairs because, like I said, after walking Petrin Tower, our legs were absolutely killing us. But it was completely worth it. The views from up here were absolutely beautiful. We had a wander around the church and the graveyards and the gardens around it. Yeah, definitely recommend visiting this place. And then, of course, we decided it was time for another cocktail. So we headed to the Robotic Bar. And yes, it is exactly how it sounds. Your drinks are made by robot arms, and it was really cool. And here's the robot arm doing a little dance as well. And I don't know, there's something about how it pours the drink and then does a little shake at the end that I just found so amusing. And here we are seeing Kafka's head statue revolving. And then we decided to stop for some lunch, and we went to the dim sum spot, and this was the nicest food that we had. These dumplings, the ones at the front, the yellowy ones, they were prawn dumplings, and we assumed it would just be like mashed up prawn, but no, there were big chunks of prawn in there. They were absolutely delicious. Again, 100% recommend try this place out. And then we didn't actually have any plans for this afternoon, but we managed to find this Joystick Arcade Bar just by looking on Google. So we went in here, had a couple of beers, and played on some games. And then we headed back to our hotel, chilled out for a bit, and then headed out to one of the bars that was just around the corner. This was like a proper like locals bar. Didn't want to film too much in there. And then we headed to another bar called Voodoo Bar and chilled there for a bit. Again, played some more pinball. And we were hungry after that, so decided to stop for some crunch wraps. And then that's it. It was the following morning and we were back off to the airport to head home. So I've made it home. The journey was actually really good. We managed to get an earlier train, so we're back earlier. I've stuck my washing on, if you can hear me. I've been good, I've done it straight away. And yeah, Prague was absolutely beautiful, highly recommend. Favourite city on the continent. I've only been to two, Prague and Amsterdam. And it was Amsterdam first, and now it's Prague, and then Amsterdam. I hope I have been able to capture even a little bit of what that beautiful city is, and have been able to show you that. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later.